Hello, this is Ms. Weimer from the Blue Water Middle College, and I am going to show you kind of just the basics of how to navigate the new Service Center. So in your portal, you used to use the Wave to access all of your registration stuff and to access any of your SC4 academic records, and you knew that you clicked on College Credit Students, and then it used to say Wave here. The new system is now called the Service Center, and it's actually much easier to navigate, but once you kind of get the hang of it, it should be a lot easier, but we just want to show you the differences. So as you can see, this is very different, and I'm logged in as Mrs. Barr so that I can show you the classes that she took and kind of how that works with her program or any program. So there are some things that you wouldn't have, like you wouldn't have an employee tab or advising. So this may look a little bit different, but this would be kind of where you access everything. You really won't need to mess with student finance, tax information, financial aid, as long as you're with us, because we're paying for your classes, so that's not really an issue for you. The two main things that you'll use this for are student planning. This is where you can plan what classes you want to take, schedule and actually register your classes, search for classes, see where you stand with your degree. Grades is where you can view your grades every semester, basically. So if you hadn't already done that, this is where you could find your early alert grades. So for Mrs. Barr, she doesn't have any classes in progress right now, so it's only showing basically what her final grades were for her most recent semester was 2004. But for those of you that are in current semesters, you would see a midterm grade here, which that was your early alert grade. But as you can see, you can look at every grade that you had your whole time at SC4 and kind of where your each semester's GPA was, which for Mrs. Barr was awesome. So then back to that main screen or under academics, you can access a few other things here. Graduation overview is not something we'll get into right now, but it will be something that you'll use later. You can search in the course catalog, and I'll show you that in the second video. This is just kind of to give you a little update on how this all works. From here, from this Service Center, you can actually request your official transcript. So by clicking that, it brings you to the SC4 site that it walks you through kind of how to do that. It is $5 per transcript. So when you're sending official things to, like a college may ask you to send the official transcript, that means that it's sealed and it's coming direct from the college so that they know that you haven't messed with it, basically. You won't really need to start doing that until your 13th year, or maybe next year if you're going to start applying to stuff early. But another thing that you can access here is your actual unofficial transcript. And so that would be under the student planning. We'll get into this My Progress and planning stuff here. But under student planning, you can go to your unofficial transcript and click on it, and it will actually bring up a PDF file that will be your unofficial transcript. So this is Mrs. Barr's from her time with the middle college, or with SC4, and so it'll show you kind of semester by semester what your GPA was. At the end of it, it will show your degree. But if you were ever applying to something where they say like upload a PDF of your transcript, then that means they're probably not looking for an official transcript, and you could send something like that. Also under student planning, something that would be helpful for right now is this test summary. So this is where you can find out what your test scores were either when you took the Compass or AccuPlacer retakes. Those would be listed here under the placement test. And eventually when you take the SAT, those will be listed here instead of Mrs. Barr took the ACT, your SAT scores would be here under the admission test. So it still doesn't really tell you what class you place into, so you'd have to look at your score and then compare that to the different charts that are out there. Those are, I believe, on this scheduling stuff, but you can also let us know, and it'll be included on this page where these videos are so that you can see that. Also in student planning, so this planning overview is what we're going to get into in the second video, where we'll really kind of look at how to look at your progress towards your degree and then plan what classes you're going to take. So for right now, that's kind of it for the overview, and stay tuned and watch part 2, which will also be on the same page.